Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this. Talk about their 91-71 win over Alabama, the first loss that Alabama took in the SEC this season. Dalton Knecht scored 25 again, fourth straight game where he scored 25 or more points. They won by 20 against an Alabama team that the metrics absolutely love. And when I watch Tennessee play, I keep coming back to the fact that this team can lock people up. They're playing some of the best defense that you'll find in college basketball. And oh, by the way, they got the most dangerous offensive weapon in the sport right now outside of Zach Edey. Here's my question to you, Jeff. I don't want you to talk about Tennessee at all because I know that you don't like Tennessee, and I know that they're bland, and I know that they're boring, and I know that they don't interest you. My question is, out of everybody else in college basketball, is Dalton Knecht right now the biggest challenger to Zach Edey in the National Player of the Year race?
Are you kidding me? Are you actually? I'm sorry, Jeff, for jumping.
We're not turning this into the circus. Listen, I am the shit show supervisor, okay? And I say no more of this shit show exists. Yeah. We're not doing this. We're not doing the Dalton Knecht is the biggest competitor to Zach.
And who is?
Then
who is?
I don't know. Hunter Dickinson's still. Hunter Dickinson's still
there is
above
no
Dalton.
Competitor. There is no competitor to National Player of the Year. It was locked up on November 6th.
Correct. But anyway.
Here's
I wore the right shirt.
Why do you hate Tennessee, man? The answer to that. Why do you hate Tennessee?
Isn't this Tennessee team more interesting than other Tennessee teams?
Yes. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I like them. I just still don't buy them. I still don't buy them, even with Dalton Knecht. How's that?
Buy him as what?
I don't
buy him as what?
Like like a Final Four team. A Final Four team.
I agree with that.
That's what you've got. That's what you've got to be selling them as right now. I mean, otherwise, like they're top 5 in the country right now. Like if you're Tennessee and you're a Tennessee fan, that's what's going to make a success. Like if you go to the Elite Eight, that's fine. It's a really good year for Tennessee right now. But ultimately, a successful season will be a 4. That's what you're shooting for right now. And I just don't have the confidence that, and I like the guys. I like him. I love him because of his size. But, Vescovy, like him. Josiah James, like him. I don't know. Edey's much better. He's gotten better. Maybe I'll be proven wrong, but I just, again, until I'm proven wrong with them.
I think that this is the year. Like, if there's going to be a year that Rick Barnes can make the run, the last couple seasons, we've known what Tennessee was, right? And the reason we knew what they were is because they were this great defensive team that just did not have anybody that could be an explosive offensive weapon. They could win a game if it was going to be as physical. The refs are going to allow you to beat the other team up. They'll do what they did to Duke in the second round of the NCAA tournament last year, right? But if that doesn't happen, they couldn't win because they didn't have any game changers. This year, they got a game changer. How many guys in college basketball can go for 38-5 on back-to-back nights? Like, that's why – yes, and that's why I'm buying them. It's not that I think that they've reinvented the wheel, because what it comes down to, if you watch these games, when they make their run, they go ISO ball. They just give the ball to Dalton Knecht and say, "All right, go do him."
Zimmer in it. He's got
when we first started doing this show, it might have been actually our first year of Field of 68. Actually, early on in the season, if Rob remembers correctly, I believe he's right. Am I wrong, Rob?
Well, I started the Tennessee bandwagon in early November. I was all the way in on Tennessee, and then they go 11-0, and I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm leaning all the way in on this. And then the new year hit, and I'm like, yeah, they can win a national title. And then they lost another 9 games, and the wheels that was the Keon Johnson, Jaden Springer team.
It's when you watch Tennessee play. This is the part, Jeff, where I agree with you. Knecht gives them an innovator. Without Knecht, they're not innovative. They're too scripted offensively, and that's been Barnes' biggest flaw. And the fact is, you could say you knew what they were last year, but they played Florida Atlantic in the Sweet 16. I know FAU made the Final Four, but if you were a Tennessee Vols fan, you would have said, when do we tip the ball off? And you lost. So if you're ever going to break through and get to that Elite Eight, this has to be the year. But I'm not buying them as a Final Four team. I don't think any of us are. I want to turn to Duke.
I am.
Right, Rob
I am.
is.
Well,
I am.
Well, then I'm not lining up in that aisle with you. Let's turn to Duke.
Thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field of 68 content.